Today I'll show you how to create this attendance tracker in Google Sheet. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I share simple digital trackers, planners and productivity tips using Google Sheets and Excel. Open a new spreadsheet and rename the sheet. Now insert few more rows to the right and select the rows from C to AH and resize it. Add the header for student name, number and month start date. Click on Insert, drop down and select as valid date. This will ensure only date is selected in the particular cell. If you click on the cell, a pop-up calendar opens and select the date. For dates, refer the month cell and increment 1 as shown. You can drag this and move it till 31 days. This will reflect the number of days in a month. Now we add a theme. This is optional, but it keeps the sheet visually consistent. You can also pick colors from Color Hunt or Pinterest using hex codes. So these are some default templates which are available. You can make use of them as well. Now select the month start date cell and click on Format Number and Custom Date and Time. Now select the preferred format. We do the same for the below cells, but here I want to see the day. So select day and click on day abbreviation. Now do the same in the next row and in here select format number, custom number formats and type in D. This will show the date. Select the entire sheet. You can do this by clicking on the top left space, customize the colors as you prefer and add a border. I added few raw data for reference. Now select the cells and go to Insert, drop down and type P for present and A for absent. You can add in additional data here or change the letter according to your need. Later in the video, I'll also show you how to modify this to show icons. Click on the circle now and change the color. Select green for P and amber for A absent. You can change the display style from chip to arrow or leave it as is. It's a personal preference. Select from the drop down to check. To calculate the number of students present on a particular date, use a counter formula. Select the range and calculate the number of present. Type in P and enclose them in double quotes as it's a text. Proceed to do the same for number of students absent on a particular date. Now test the same by selecting the drop down and check if the count increases. To get the total days present for a student, apply the same counter formula, but this time across the row, not the column. Repeat the same to calculate the number of days of a student is absent. Check if the formula is working. Now to calculate the total number of days all students were present, Use a sum formula and add the entire column. We'll repeat the same for overall absentees. Centralize and add a border. Select the present row and change the color to green and absent to amber. Merge the top few cells and add a header. Change the font and the size. The font, I like to use specific font for headings. It looks like a neat handwriting. Now add a summary stats for overall students present and refer it to the below cell. Add a similar cell for absent by copy pasting it and refer it to absent cell. Now to calculate percent, we use present divided by present plus absent. Includes them in if statement where the result will be 0 if the sum of present and absent is 0. This avoids formula errors. Convert it to percent and decrease the decimal places to have a clean look. Now to add overall class percent, take an average of individual student percent, enclose them in an if error statement to overcome errors if any. Increase the font size and change the color according to your liking. Then add a border. Add the same percent details and refer it to the cell. I am changing on the summary tile color to green and then changing the font size and color. Now use a format painter. Now in the right side, I am adding few helper cells to insert a chart. Just reference the overall present, absent, class percent and total percent. Select the cell, go to insert and select a pie chart. Then click on chart type and select a donut chart. Add a header for the chart, go to custom tab, click on the chart title. Centralize and change the font as you prefer. Reduce the chart size to fit the layout. Now repeat the same for percentage chart. Since we only have one value for class percent, add 100% as another value. Resize to fit the layout. Change the tile color and we are good to go now. Now I'll show you how to quickly change the P and A with icons. You can go to Emojipedia or EmojiDB and copy your preferred emoji. Here I have selected tick and cross. Select the cells that has the drop down. Use the drop down option from P to tick and A to cross. This changes the entire drop down. Now to change the formulas, instead of doing it manually, we'll do it with the help of replace function. Click Ctrl H and type in P within double quotes and change it to a tick within double quotes. Select this sheet or all sheets depending on your need. And don't forget to check the also search within formula function. Now your entire sheet is ready to use and all the items in this dashboard update automatically. Now coming to the very important question of how to use this template. I would suggest you make a copy of this template for each month and then update the attendance so you can take many copies as you like. Else, just select the entire cells that has the drop down and click on delete. Your tracker is ready to use. Thank you for staying tuned. I have included some freebies in my PayHip website. Please feel free to check it out. You could also purchase the same tracker from PayHip website